Good day everyone, I am Answatabi Sungay III and I am going to report about the radiological health. Radiological health, art and science of protecting human beings from injury by accidental exposure to radiation, as well as of promoting better health through beneficial applications of radiation. So what is radiation and how people are exposed to it? Radiation is the emission of energy as electromagnetic waves or moving subatomic particles. Natural radiation comes from many naturally occurring radioactive materials found in soil, water, air, and in the body. Every day, people inhale and ingest forms of radiation from air, food, and water. Today, the most common artificial sources of human exposure to radiation are X-ray machines and radiopharmaceuticals used for diagnostic or radiotherapy, and other medical devices. Exposure to radiation can result from natural, planned, medical, occupational, or accidental situations, and it may be external, internal, inhalation, ingestion, or absorption via contaminated wound, or a combination of both. Excessive exposure to radiation may damage living tissue and organs. Depending on the amount of radiation received, the extent of potential damage depends on several factors, including the type of radiation, the sensitivity of the affected tissues and organs, the manner and length of time exposed to radioactive isotopes involved, characteristics of the exposed persons such as age, gender, and underlying condition, the risk of developing adverse health effects depends on the radiation dose. The higher the dose, the higher the risk of adverse effects. If the radiation dose is low or it is delivered over a long period of time, the risk is substantially lower because the damage to cells and molecules will be repaired by the body.
So, hi everyone, I am Christian Inobisabritas and we are going to continue the topic. And so, my topic is how can I protect myself if I am the unaffected area? So, there are three principles to follow. So, here are the stay in, tune in, and follow instructions. So, for example, in elementary or high school, we have the earthwork drill. So the basic we do is to duck, cover, and hold. So in radioactive, we have stay in, tune in, and follow instructions. So always follow safety instructions from your national or state officials and stay connected to receive the latest updates. If you have been instructed to stay inside, do so. As walls and ceiling can provide protections from radioactive fallout inside or outside. Rather, if possible, stay in a room with windows and external doors, and close windows and turn off ventilation system, air conditioner, or heaters with your home. So we need to follow those same basic rules in order to have a safety for us and to have a healthy and safetier household. So next is, are children at greater risk of being harmed from radiational exposure? So yes, the children are more likely to develop adverse health effect from radiational exposure. Younger people have more cells that are dividing rapidly and tissues that are growing as they have a longer lifespan ahead of them. There are more time for cancers to develop. So it's especially important for children to follow instructions for protective measures and seek medical attentions. And after the radiational energy, as soon as energy official say it is safe to do so. So next is what long-term effect can be expected from radiational exposure. So excessive exposure to do thus for radiational can increase the risk of certain types of cancer developing in a long term. Radioactive alien can be released during nuclear emergencies, which is breathed in the swallowed will concentrate in the thyroid gland and increase the risk of the thyroid cancer. Those exposed to this can be reduce their chance of developing thyroid cancer by taking positium inulide pills, but only after being advised to do so by their local authorities. So before we take some medicine, we need to go to the professionals in order to have a in order to know our safety, and because I do believe that safety first. Thank you.